Uncle Ron and Stuff, episode 14, part 2. And you can see I've gone to a new venue, the Man Cave. Exciting, isn't it? And I got a new camera down here. Look at those hands. Dirt, calluses. Anyway, this continuation of the Pride episode. Okay to feel pride, guilt feeling pride, pride one of the seven deadly sins, blah, blah, blah. These are headphones, by the way, which give me I could wear them. I couldn't hear myself talk. That would be cool. No. Anyway, the add-on to pride is that I guess when it becomes extreme, you brag. And I think that's what I was really taught about pride. Pride was that uh, nobody liked bragging people. You brag, 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 and you know, uh, my father, I was old enough, Muhammad Ali, um, God, what I forgot his original name. He changed his name to Muhammad Ali. It's a terrible thing that I can't remember, but anyway, he would brag, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, blah, blah, blah. And actually, we were on a trip out in Yellowstone National Park, and we listened to the fight where he beat, I believe it was Sonny Liston. And after the fight, my father said, well, he ain't a bragger because he can do what he says. And that was the distinction. Yeah, he overdid it. That's my trouble, I think, with Trump. I didn't have a problem necessarily with his policies. It's just he was a bragger. He brags all the time about whatever. That's part of being a politician. You got to do that because, you got to make sure that people understand what you've done for them, and they're appreciative of what you did for them. Even the bad stuff that you did can be twisted and it was good stuff for you, but bragging, that's just, anyway, don't care for braggers. I don't run into it a lot anymore. Maybe I just water off the back and I don't pay attention. But that's some kind of hyperextension of pride, I guess. Or it's the other way, and it's an exaggeration to make up for what is felt to be a lack of self-confidence. You can brag, 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 but there's nothing to it. It's just you're exaggerating yourself in the eyes of others because you feel that what you are is not enough. I don't know. Anyway, once again, the whole idea here was think about it. Have you felt pride? Do you brag? Is it okay to brag? I don't know. I like to brag about the stupid stuff I've done. I like to share my mistakes, and I like to make fun of myself. I don't think that's bragging. I just think that's, a way of sharing that I hope it has some value. The intent is to, what is the intent of sharing a faux pas? Where I made a boo-boo mistake. I make them all the time. Uh, to say it's okay. I mean, if I had $1 for every mistake I'd made, I could buy the town of Abilene. I don't. Anyway, it all has to do with accentuations like that. Uh, I don't normally look at myself in the mirror, and it's been strange trying to look at yourself on a TV screen. I'm not used to it. I thought for a while I could be a good, like Johnny Carson or something, night show host. I can ask questions and talk to them, and then I start probing and asking questions, and like, well, did your mother ever spank you, or I don't know, what's the most amount of alcohol you ever drank at a time, or who do you used to like but you don't like anymore? I could ask 1,000 questions and get them going, and I think it would be fun. I thought it could be a good, who was the other? Not Walter Winchell. It was Edward R. Murrow, who did. He was followed up by another guy. They did sort of intellectual questions of these people, and I used to watch them. I didn't understand half of it, but the format I liked a lot. It was a serious sort of thing. But Edward R. Murrow, I'm old enough to have seen that live on television, and he chain smoked. It was, at least that's the way I remember it. And he sat on this high stool, and he would interview people, and they would talk about all kinds of good stuff. And that was cool. I don't know. Wasn't about the rain or how your butt is itchy today, or um, I went to 7-Eleven the other day and the waitress was rude. It wasn't stuff like that. It was better stuff. Anyway, pride. This is part two of episode 10, and it was mainly about bragging and as an extension, I think, of pride, or perhaps a mechanism that people use to exaggerate a little bit in the eyes of others, so that, yep, my automatic lights went off. Automation. Anyway, enough. Bye bye. I want to see if this works.